restaurants and fast food chains. All of this stuff is GMO, human DNA. None of it is real anyway. Unless you're getting it from the...
Sorry, they're growing. Did you hear that there's, in California, I read an article about it earlier this year, I believe, but they're growing, like, chicken breasts without the chicken, like real chicken, and the government invested in it. I'm so disgusted. It's weird. Like, how do you... I don't even want to know how. It's just so...
It's 3D meat printing.
Hey, can we go back to the fat people thing? Adams, I took a flight recently. It was a much smaller plane that I'm used to getting on, and they changed my seat because there was, I kid you not, there was just these two fucking humongous fucking people that caused them to basically re-ticket everybody else on the plane so they could balance the weight distribution on the fucking plane.
That happened to me.
If you are so fat that you're going to change the weight distribution on an aeroplane, I don't think we should sell you a ticket. Forget this whole, like, sell them 2 tickets thing. I don't think they should be allowed on. You know, like on a fucking, on a ride in an amusement park, you have to be yay tall. And sometimes, you know, if the fucking safety harness doesn't fit, they won't let you ride it. I think the airplane should be the same way. I think the fat people should get off.
You guys remember that case about that kid that fell off that roller coaster?
Yes, because
that boy was huge, man. What do you mean sad? That boy was huge. He should have never been on.
Like sad though.
Yeah, he should have never been on that fucking roller coaster. He should have never been on there.
Yeah, I agree.
He should have never been on.
Yeah, but
imagine knowing that you're heavy enough to tilt a fucking plane. Imagine, like, how would you look at yourself in the next day afterwards, like, damn, I fucking tilted a plane.
that poor boy though, he had apparently he was kind of complaining that before they shot them up that he wasn't sure he felt, you know, secure. I don't know. It seemed like they kind of rushed in. I don't know if they did what they were supposed to do to check everything, and
Of course they didn't. It was an amusement park you set up from a fucking truck. Like, it wasn't like...
No. It was a year-round thing.
Was it?
Year-round. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was wrong.
No, it wasn't rinky-dink. It was like a pretty badass drop thing that shot you fucking sky high. But it was like a year-round, very, very expensive. Very expensive,
Didn't the family get like $12 million?
Wait, hold on. In the chat, Erica Perla says it's actually healthier to be vegan, though. You should all research it before you slam it. And it protects animals. I would bet Erica would not. I would bet Erica would not come up on the stage and defend that position. Shout out to Edmund in the
Being vegan does not protect animals. It actually destroys the ecosystem because you're destroying the plants that the animals live in that they need to eat to survive.
It's not just that. It also doesn't help you health-wise. You're gonna get nutrient deficiencies, specifically in like B12, calcium, omega-3, iron, protein. And if you go to, I'm pretty sure, matter of fact, I have it right here, National Library of Medicine, the impact of a vegan diet on many aspects of health, the overlooked side of veganism. And what do we look at the summary for? Veganism has been associated with adverse health outcomes, namely nervous, skeletal, and immune system impairment, hematological disorders, as well as mental disorders. Like, I'm so sorry, but veganism does nothing but fuck you over more.
And they take supplements where they kill the animal to get the vitamins they fucking need. They'll take fish oil supplements.
You can definitely ban veganism for the thing, but to bash it from a high authority and you it's not way more diseases caused by meat. Like, it's fucking crazy.
And one thing that I will say is that we have to understand that, like, meat has a lot of vitamins and nutrients that are bioavailable. People say, oh, you can eat plant, iron and plant this and plant that, but it's not bioavailable to you. And people are to eat meat. We might eat too much meat as Americans and stuff like that. But like, we can't act like veganism is the answer. We can't act like people that are vegans look weird. Their hair is thin a lot of the times. Like, if you're a very fortunate person financially, or like, I don't know, like you have a lot of access to things, maybe you look normal. But a lot of people that are vegan, they don't look normal and they don't eat healthy enough. So.
I mean, if you're type 2 diabetic, go for veganism if you want. That helps. But other than that, I don't know why the fuck you do it.
Yeah, I have a cousin who's a vegan, and she is a big bad heart attack. That's for sure. Even her own mama is like, I don't understand it. You've been not eating meat for years, but you eat everything. You eat every junk food item under the sun. You load up on carbs, right, and sugar. God bless her. But I'm just like, sis, what's going on? You claim you're trying to eat healthy, but you've only cut out meat.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were bigger in that case, because most of the time, like, for example, when I went on my keto diet or whatever, most of it was meat, eggs, et cetera, that didn't have many carbs on it, and carb counting for the most part. So for there, if they're just eating a ton of food that just has high carbs 24/7 and ignoring the one food that really fills you up with barely any carbs inside and a ton of other nutrients, and expect them to look like shit.
It just amazes me how, I'm so sorry, Ron.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, it just amazes me that people think that, you know, they take multivitamins, take supplements, as if that's not involved in killing animals. Like, collagen is involved in killing fish, bone. Well, I want to say carmine is involved from killing beetles. Vitamin D is involved from, well, it's mostly plant sources, but it can also be sourced from sheep's wool. Omega-3 is also involved in extracting from fish. Collagen is also involved from extracting tissue from animals like cows and fish. Magnesium is from cows, pigs, and sheep. So it just amazes me that people take these multivitamin supplements while they're vegan but don't understand where the vitamin supplement.
And also, vegetarian is different than vegan. Like, I see some confusion in the chat. Vegetarian and vegan are not the same thing. Vegan, no animal products. Vegetarian, no meat.
Yeah, I think for the vegans specifically, I mean, even what Jennifer said, your protein comes from egg, cheese, nuts, and legumes. So I'm talking, unless you're dousing like bowls of black beans every single day, I'm not sure if you're saying that you get more protein than anybody that eats meat around you. Maybe they're starving, because I'm not sure how that's possible.
What if you don't eat meat, but you drink it? What if you drink bone?
That's good for you.
Like the bone broth, I think that's one of the best sources of protein. And I
Get some good bread on that bone marrow and you're set.
I'm just trying to stay away from like inflammatory, that's not the right word, I guess, but type foods like the seed oils, and because apparently I have fucking long COVID, so I'm like, the doctor said I need to kind of have an anti-inflammatory type diet, so that's what I'm working.
long COVID. That's like getting the bad AIDS. You know, if you're gonna get COVID, you want the short, kind of like the Magic Johnson.
Yeah, that sucks.
Isn't short AIDS just HIV?
I guess I got full blown.
Magic Johnson got that good AIDS. He got the one that goes through your system and doesn't kill you. That's the one we saw.
Also, animal testing is huge in the supplemental industry, so I'm just.
Magic got that good stuff.
I have a conspiracy. A lot of people don't think he even has it.
Girl, I was just sitting here thinking the same thing.
I know, girl.
I was like, oh, can I drop my conspiracy theory? Oh.
Wait, who has what?
Magic definitely had AIDS. Definitely had AIDS.
AIDS?
Yeah, Magic Johnson had AIDS, for sure.
Huh.
He just had the good kind.
I mean, he was in the 80s. I feel like he would have died at that point.
I don't know. Me and Nye are on the same page.
Yeah, I can always.
Wait, hold on. You'll fuck Magic?
I mean, he was.
Hell no. I've actually went on a date with an NBA player before, and they're not that smart.
What's his?
He plays for the Houston Rockets. I'm not gonna say.
Well, that's my favorite.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, me.
No.
Jalen Green.
No. But bottom line, he did not make it to my apartment. It was an easy no. He was like, "You're not gonna invite me over." I'm like, "You're not gonna fit through that door." That's what I said. I was just roasting him because he was just so huge.
Jabari Smith.
No. I'm not gonna say. I'm done talking now. I just said it just to say no. I wouldn't be with any basketball player. They're not smart.
I'm thinking of all our power forwards and centers right now.
Wait, some of them are super smart. Shane Battier was like fucking like super high IQ.
That's true.
And he played for the Rockets for a while.
Pau Gasol is actually surprisingly smart too. Jeremy Lin went to Harvard.
AC Green played an entire NBA career and remained a virgin.
Apparently, Lonzo was really smart.
But Magic Johnson was diagnosed with HIV in 1991, so doesn't that mean he died of it?
Well, no.
He's still
What
alive.
shit have you taken?
Oh yeah, my bad. Well, he will die of AIDS.
Maybe not. Maybe you died of a car accident. How do you know?
That's very true. It's very true. Morgan Freeman on his deathbed. That's fucking depressing.
Is he really?
Wait,
Nah, Morgan Freeman's immortal, I'm convinced.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. His family came out. He came out. He's not doing well.
Like,
Oh,
Morgan
wow.
Freeman is like the black male version of Betty White. That's never going away.
Voters believed your cloud shot.
Betty White died.
I hate
After
to
I don't know
break
how
this
many
to you.
years.
Listen, I hate to break this to you, but Morgan Freeman's overrated.
Yeah. You're overrated. You're just Max's voice is deeper than yours.
He has a nice voice, but as an actor, like, name his best performance. So let.
God and Bruce Almighty.
Morgan Freeman has played Morgan Freeman in every film he's been in.
That motherfucker was God.
Joe Clark and Lean on me. What are you talking about, Rob?
Yeah.
Red and Shawshank Redemption?
Hold on. Let me tell you how stupid that fucking movie Lean on Me is. This motherfucker, is talking to this kid on the rooftop, telling him to go ahead and jump off the roof.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you? Listen, why the fuck they cast a fat kid as the crackhead? That never made any fucking.
He was just starting crack, and he was trying to convince him to stop. So basically saying, like, if you want to kill yourself, do it expeditiously. Like, don't do it the slow
You know,
way.
if you're gonna show a crackhead, get a skinny kid.
Bruce Almighty, Roger. Bruce Almighty.
I mean, if you're asking for the good performances, you got Red from Shawshank Redemption, Scrap Iron, $1 Million Baby, it's Nelson Mandela in Invictus.
Yeah, all of it. What is it? What does he do? Like, show me his range.
Well, I don't think he has much range, but I think he's good in the lane that he's in.
He literally played God.
He literally played Morgan Freeman with the name of God. I don't think he knows how to act. That's my.
Detective Somerset?
He also did good at Lucy.
You guys are just naming names. I'm just glad somebody didn't say fucking that god awful Shawshank Redemption.
I did.
That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
What's God awful about Shawshank? Come on, Rod.
He did good at Red. What are we talking about?
Into it.
It's got the biggest plot hole, no pun intended, in the history of cinema. There is no way you're gonna dig that fucking hole and then pull that poster as tight as you did after you've left the room. You just can't do it. It just defies logic. But you guys watch that and think, oh man, that's.
You care about Rod? You care about the post at the end? Seriously.
Yeah, I thought it was all bullshit.
That's not the biggest plot hole. The biggest plot hole is why doesn't Buzz Lightyear freeze up, or why does he freeze up around humans if he doesn't think he's a toy?
I want to know.
Because Woody told him he
Where
was.
are the other
What movie?
Toy Story 3.
What about 1 and 2, where he hadn't been told that and he still froze up?
Probably peer pressure.
You mentioned Denzel Washington. I will say this: I think Denzel Washington's a great actor, but I don't think he's a great movie star. And the difference I'll tell you why. He like, if you go and look at like the budgets of his films versus the revenue that they generate, and then go after like anybody else that you would mention that is of the same caliber of an actor, and he just doesn't make money. Like, his films don't make a lot of money. The bottom line is people respect his work, but you don't see Denzel in a movie and go, oh, I gotta go watch that.
That's fair.
Just don't.
Equalizer, John Pugh.
Equalizer, interestingly enough, the Equalizer films are like his top grossing shit.
I've never seen him.
Man on Fire. Hello?
Oh God, I love Man on Fire. Oh,
Man on Fire.
Listen, good movie, great performance, not a lot of revenue.
Here's his biggest shows, or his biggest stars by revenue. Number 1 was his role in American Gangster. 2, Safe House. 3, Philadelphia. 4, The Pelican Brief. 5 was Equalizer. 6 was Inside Man. 7 was Deja Vu. 8 was Unstoppable. 9 is Flight. 10 is Crimson Tide.
I'm surprised Manchurian Candidate wasn't on there, but.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's a remake of a Frank Sinatra movie, and the remake sucks. If you guys want to see a good movie about Manchurian Candidate, you should see the one with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, Man on Fire was number 16 for him.
You're just racist, bro.
Well, I mean, that's what people say, but like, how can I be racist? I'm the white guy.
In pockets, Manchurian Candidate was 21.
Oh, that's so sad.
It did 96 million on that one, compared to his number 1, which did 267 million in American Gangster.
His best acting performance is Malcolm X.
Let me see where that was. Malcolm X is... Damn, I'm scrolling for a while. Oh, it's number 24, 48 million.
Wait, where was Training Day?
Which one?
Training Day?
18, 105 million.
What about the movie Flight? What about the movie Flight?
Flight?
Yeah.
Number 9, 162 million.
Heck yeah, that was a great movie.
But again, I give him all the credit in the world. I think he's a great actor. I think he's one of the better actors of our generation, but I don't think he's a great movie star. I think, I can name guys that bury those revenue numbers that are not anywhere near as good of an actor. Like here's the example, the difference, right? Go pull up the revenue numbers for Tom Cruise movies, and I think we would all agree that Denzel's a better actor than Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise is a much bigger movie star.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, it's because of the kind of movies he's in. And also, I feel like, what's that guy's name? Which Tom Cruise? Oh, he's, like, really sexy. I feel like Denzel is really handsome and, like, regal, but Tom Cruise is, like, jumping off of...
Yeah, Tom Cruise is daddy, man.
And he has long hair, and, like, it doesn't matter.
So you're saying Tom Cruise can get it?
Yes.
I mean, if you think about it in a sense, Lawrence Fishburne has more movies that he's grossed way more than the Denzel Washington, but we wouldn't say Lawrence Fishburne's a better actor than Denzel Washington.
Wow.
No, well, this is why you separate, and you also have to be the lead, because you can look at Samuel L. Jackson, if you count the Star Wars movies and you count the Marvel movies, his revenue, I think, is number 1. If there's anybody above him, it would probably be maybe somebody like Harrison Ford. But I would imagine Samuel L. Jackson's very near the fucking top of revenue generation. But if you start saying, okay, what about the movies where he was the lead, it changes the story.
I mean, I still think Lawrence had a pretty important part inside The Matrix, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't the star.
That's fair. He was Keanu, but let me see. You want to
Keanu Reeves?
Roger, you said you wanted
Yes,
Tom Cruise's
he's
numbers?
hot, too.
Keanu Reeves.
Let's go side by.
I'll be his pitbull all day.
Let's go side by side numbers of the top 10 films revenue generation from Tom Cruise compared to.
And the
Okay, 1 second.
By the way, the new Mission Impossible. Stop.
The top 10 comparison for both of them, it's, all right, number 1 for Tom Cruise is Mission Impossible Fallout with 727 million. Number 1 for Denzel is American Gangster with 267 million. Number 2 for Tom Cruise is 695 million on Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Number 2 for Denzel is 208 million on Safe House. Number 3 for Tom is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation with 682 million. For number 3 for Denzel, it's Philadelphia with 203 million. Then number 4 for Tom Cruise is War of the Worlds with 592 million.
Oh yeah.
For number 4 for Denzel, The Pelican.
Wait, where's Maverick?
195.
Where's Maverick at?
That's so sad.
Maverick is at. Let me see.
Are you looking at global or domestic totals?
I'm going with IMDb's totals of what they have here.
Is it global or domestic?
Let me double check.
Yeah,
Worldwide performance.
I'm surprised Top Gun isn't on it.
Yeah, I'll just say this.
Top Gun is at number 13.
You could take Tom Cruise, you could take the films that he made with Mission Impossible, and I would bet that the revenue just from that series alone is more revenue than all of Denzel's movies.
No, you're correct in that. You're correct. Because he's made about almost $2 billion alone off of the Mission Impossible series in revenue. But if you go to the ones that you were looking for Top Gun is his number 13, which is 354 million, which is still more than Denzel's number 1. Actually, to put it in perspective, the number 1 movie from Denzel was 267 million, American Gangster, and for Tom to match that, his role in The Firm, which got him 270 million, got him more money in revenue than Denzel's role in American Gangster. So Jerry Maguire, The Firm, Oblivion, Austin Powers, and Goldmember, all of those did more revenue than American Gangster did for Denzel.
That's so sad.
But there's any reparations for it.
Reparation.
Yeah.
Is there any other side-by-sides you need, Roger?
How about this? Can you look up who's the top money getter? I'm going to guess it's Samuel L., but maybe there's somebody that I'm forgetting.
Top movie actor revenue. List of highest grossing actors. Number 1, Samuel L. Jackson. Number 2, Scarlett Johansson. Number 3, Robert Downey Jr.
Basically, everybody that's in the Marvel movies are going to round out the top 10.
Number 4, Zoe Saldana. Number 5, Chris Pratt. Number 6, Chris Evans. Number 7, Tom Cruise. Number 8, Vin Diesel. Number 9, Chris Hemsworth. Number 10, Bradley Cooper.
Got it.
And if we're talking all roles, then Stan Lee becomes number 1.
So check this out. So here's what's interesting is if you go down that list, Bradley Cooper, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, so he's part of Marvel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, same thing. And Vin Diesel also has the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
The only person that's not in the Marvel ecosystem that's in that list is Tom Cruise. Amazing.
Yeah, if you go to the list that includes cameos and voice acting, you get number 1, Stan Lee. Number 2, Samuel L. Jackson. Number 3, John Ratzenberger. Number 4, Frank Welker. Number 5, Bob Bergen. 6, Chris Pratt. 7, Zoe Saldana. 8, Scarlett Johansson. 9, Robert Downey Jr. 10, Andy Serkis. 11, Benedict Cumberbatch. 12, Alan Tudyk. 13, Warwick Davis. 14, Vin Diesel. 15, Jon Favreau. 16, Dwayne Johnson. 17, Chris Evans. 18, Idris Elba. 19, Bradley Cooper. And 20, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, shout out to Warwick Davis for making the list. I didn't know he was booked and busy like.
Same.
That's accounting for his voice acting roles as well and cameos.
Right?
Am I a hater if I say I'm not really a big fan of Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's a very attractive white woman. Like, they don't look like that in real life.
They don't make white women like Scarlett Johansson
Not in
anymore.
real life. Not like. I'm telling you, like, you go to your average Circassian, they do not look like that.
And if we take out everybody post 2000, so up until 2000, number 1 was Clark Gable, 2 was John Wayne, 3 was Bing Crosby. 4 was James Stewart. 5, Cary Grant. 6, Spencer Tracy. 7, Gary Cooper. 8, Mickey Rooney. 9, Harrison Ford. 10, Gregory Peck.
Look at this. I took out all of the franchise movies, and said I want to see only the leading actor, the star of the show, who is the most grossing. I got is Morgan Freeman. It says cumulative box office, non-franchise, and main star 1-to-1. The main star, Driving Miss Daisy, Deep Impact, and The Bucket List. For Shaft, Snakes on a Plane, and A Time to Kill. Number 3, John C. Reilly, Chicago, Walk Hard, and Step Brothers. Yeah, those are the 3. That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed those.
Let me ask you this.
I'm so shook that Jim Carrey isn't on any of those.
And Keanu's not on any of those lists either. That's crazy.
Yeah, Keanu is weird. He's, you know, he had one good movie, and you know, and then you got to make sequels that were terrible.
No, you got John Wick too.
Yeah. Look, John Wick 2 and 3 are better than the sequel.